camera down so you can take a picture of me working on the fire.
Okay, all right.
All right, let's see what's left over from the last. First, we'll get all this light over here, right here. You have to plug it in.
Okay.
But it's when you're working on the fire, so you need to see what's in the box or whatever.
Ah, I see.
Makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, I see so.
And a couple of pairs of gloves here. They wear out pretty quick.
I bet.
Now these are heavy. They're 2 layers. See, and it's already through 1 layer.
Mm-hmm.
That one do.
Yeah, I see that.
Let's see what's in the ash box. Whoa! I must have cleaned this out.
Yeah, seemed like you showed that to me the last time.
Okay. Just gotta make sure it's on. And I had this plug over here shuts the blower off. This blower starts back here.
Right.
See this box down here?
Mm-hmm.
There's a fan in there, and you've got a filter right here that I have to change every once in a while.
Okay.
And that blows the heat. The heat is then concentrated in a sealed box. It's not connected to the flame at all.
Okay.
So you plug this in, and it only. I unplugged it because it was running and blowing cold air out.
Okay.
There's the signal.
Okay.
Now we'll put something in here. Get her started. I usually shove the whole bag in it.
All right. It's all paper and stuff.
Yeah, paper. That was in some Chinese shoes.
Okay.
The holder shake.
Yeah. And we got the flue closed right now, right? The flue.
No, the flue is automatic on this one.
Okay. All right.
I gave Jason a piece of stovepipe. He's going to put that old stove to work.
Okay.
And one of the pieces I gave him had a manual flow that you can shut it, keep the cold air from coming down when it's shut down.
Uh-huh. And now some kindling.
Junk down in here. That's not empty. I guess I'll use this one. Of course, what you put in when you're starting the fire, it has to be dry. You can't put wet firewood. This is about the right size to get started.
Okay, I get you.
Then when when you run out of branches, you start making. See, like them buckets right there?
Uh-huh.
That's kindling that I made out of 2x4 or 2x6s. And I'd stand them up out there in the shop
Okay.
and whack them with the axe and split them into pieces.
Okay, I see.
Of course, I try to use 2x6s, 2x8s, and stuff like that. They're starting to rot or wrong. They're too short to build anything with.
Okay.
So I make kindling out of it. Well, looks like I can start to get rid of these shoes, cardboard shoes. Now, damn it, Dustin. Can't have a wood stove without getting dust,
Right.
fly ash,
Dust everywhere.
wood matches.
Ah, it took off good.
Well, shit, I forgot about the cold pipe.
Yeah, let's tell me about that.
We might get a load of smoke out of this. Yeah, it seems to be going up.
So because of that piping, you'd want to start a much smaller fire, right?
Just, yeah, you just put paper in it to heat the pipe.
Okay, I understand.
Then you shove the bag in there.
Okay,
Start with the kindling. But this looks like it's gonna work.
okay.
Maybe because it's not really cold outside. Plus there's a pretty good draft blowing out there.
Yeah, that's helping, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I can feel the heat.
But that,
The leaves all over my plexiglass out there that blocks out some of the light.
but that wire just above your head, that's the first thing is to turn that on, right? Or
No,
plug it
this
in.
is always plugged in.
Okay.
First thing you do here is turn this little switch from down here up to here. Off, and see, it's off here.
Yeah.
There's on up there.
Okay.
And then the green light tells you that it's on. Then when the fire gets going, these yellow lights that come on, they indicate the air dampers are opening to get the fire going. You gotta have air,
Okay.
and that tells you that they're on. Also, if you come down here and all three of them are lit, that tells you that the fire's almost out.
Okay. And so we're figuring maybe 3 or 4 hours for a good fire
If you load it up with stuff like this,
with good stuff.
then you can count on hours.
Okay. All right.
And also, when I go to bed at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I come down here in cold weather and give it its last fill.
I
And I
see.
usually take this homemade fork, and right before I put the logs, I bring the stuff from the back forward and make a flat spot.
Okay.
So that when you throw the logs in, they don't wind up like this.
Yeah.
They'll lay flat and you can stack them.
Okay, I get you.
You should have seen the tools that came with it. They look like something out of a kitty toolbox. I
Pretty-
looked, I said, what are you gonna do with this? It's only not this long. It has little tines on it.
Pretty flimsy, huh?
Oh, it was ridiculous.
So you made your own.
Yeah. Of course, everybody doesn't have a welding machine.
Yeah.
I could probably make those and sell them. I'm not interested in doing it right now. She's going.
Yeah. Heck yeah. So when do you?
I got the ice pit door open to provide air. So like 3 lights have come on. See here? That indicates maximum air going into the firebox.
Ah, okay.
It's flappers like this.
Yeah, they're all yellow.
They're all
Okay.
yellow, and then when it gets hot, they start turning off. It's shutting. It can damp the fire down.
Okay. And that's automatic.
Yeah, that part is. Hey, right now, I'm overruling it by opening this down here, but now that they're open, I can go ahead and shut them.
Okay, you don't need that extra air
No, I
then.
don't need, but they didn't come on as soon as I thought they should. Oh, here's something here.
Okay.
And then I actually forgot. Oh, my memory is so bad. When you're using just the furnace, you want this shut.
Ah.
And then when the fire's going, there's this tremendous, the heat comes blasting up out of this pipe right here, and it's up here. It goes all over. Well, then you open this and have the furnace blower on, and the furnace will create a vacuum here and suck the hot air up in this tube, and that spreads it all through the house. But
So for now, you leave it shut.
yeah, I should have shut it down the other day when the fire went out.
Okay.
When I let the fire go out.
You just forgot.
Yeah, I just plain forgot.
Okay.
Nothing surprising about that. Plus, like today, I went over there on Harrison Avenue, had the number of the building, and the woman was really emphatic about going around the back.
Yeah.
And that's the way my eye doctor, Dr. Bergman. I said, I'm going to pull in his driveway and see. And you know, the other thing is you're going along, you're looking for numbers. I have the number of the building where the doctors are.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else has a number. You know, the banks, the fast food joints don't have any numbers out. But that's how you, if you're in a suburban street, that's how you find out where the people are you're looking for. You look at the numbers.
Yes, right.
And count them down. But
Yeah,
that
but
don't work on Harrison Avenue.
yeah, a lot of buildings with no numbers.
Yeah, and when I first called for an appointment, and she gave me the address, I said, "Can you give me a geographic to help me find it?" I said, "What's near your entrance?" And she says, "We're between the White Castle and McDonald's." And that's where this driveway was, where my eye doctor's.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I already drove back and forth a couple of times and couldn't find a number. So I pulled in a driveway, Dr. Bergman, the eye doctor's, and right there on the building, what the hell did, God,
The dermatologist?
dermatologist group.
Okay, group.
Very
Yeah.
big letters on the building, but that wasn't out on the street.
Uh-huh.
But just because I pulled in there, I could see that.
Oh, I see.
Oh, and the other thing was, I even told the doctor, I said, my eye doctor's just a few doors down. But when I left, I'm looking at Dr. Bergman's office.
Right.
Real slow, and I'm looking. Somebody else is there now. I don't see Dr. Bergman anymore.
What?
Now, I saw him last year, about 8 or 9 months ago. But sounds to me like he's moved again or else retired.
I see.
But there's somebody else that's got the place where he was. And around the front is the Mercy Health is at one end of the building, and there's a big bar room on the other end. They're in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else is around the back.
I see. So how do you decide when to shut the door there? You know, I mean,
Well, you gotta.
oh, you still got to put more wood in, yeah.
It takes. You gotta put that in there. Yeah. You need for that bag full of stuff I put in there. You need that to burn up, and sometimes that's stubborn.
Yeah.
That paper is packed in there, and it burns all around the outside, and you still got this big clump of black.
In the middle,
So
okay.
I'll see if I can put it down
Okay,
and get me some room with this.
okay.
Yeah, see, it's soft. You see that? You see that hot spark that came out of there?
Mm-hmm.
You never want to suck them up with that vacuum.
Yeah, I
Because it'll
understand.
set the damn thing on fire.
Right.
I know because I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still tons of paper in there. Look at that.
Yeah. So you want that all burnt up.
Now you could start a fire without bags full like that. You could just, that's what all this newspaper right here is for.
Right.
You bunch it up,
Uh-huh.
make paper bag logs out of it.
Yeah. You got old boxes too.
Yeah, you can do like this. And put a bunch of them in there, and then put your kindling on top of that, and that'll do the job.
I see.
But this way I get rid of all the paper that's accumulating in the kitchen,
Yes.
and it's gone forever. One of the lights has gone out on the dampers. I think I'll give it some more air. That's the furnace starting up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the hot box is inside of here. This is an outer shell. This is not the hot box. It's inside of this box.
Okay.
when it gets to a certain temperature, the blower comes on automatically. And the hot air comes blasting out of here.
Right.
And then there's several things you can do. People buy this particular kind of furnace. You know, they could put an elbow right here. And say they're in a cabin, one room cabin. If you could just put an elbow on there, then that would blow the hot air right out in the room.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But this is a better all-around system for a big house. It's only not a big house, but you spread the heat all through the house with
Yeah.
this system.
Yeah, you're using the ductwork that's present.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the furnace fan.
Okay.
I'm surprised it's taking so long to. I wonder if it was wet. Okay. Let's put some more stuff in it.